Okay, everyone, welcome to the Move It team call, October 20th. Tonight we're going to do a little tour about the Simple5Coach.com website. I'm super excited for this website because I did a quick run through on it earlier today, and it's actually very organized and very step-by-step, simplifies the process down for, I think, coaches, especially new coaches, more so they don't kind of get lost in, okay, what was I supposed to do? And it's all in one place so they can just go to the one website and check out the information. Couple announcements before we go into that. Beachbody is having their annual fall classic starting in November, and what this is it's like just like a team cup. It's a push for getting points. It's a competition to win prizes. So I'll post more about that in the coach group, but you basically break up into teams of 3 and push for points. So if you want to do that, let me know, and I will get teams arranged. We can kind of run it like we did the Team Cup as well, and we can focus on the Simple 5, and I can use tips from that, focus on one area per day. So I don't know if any of you listened to the Team Symbiotic call from last week, but there's before I get into the website, I wanted to cover a couple of things that I heard on that call that I thought would be good for you guys to know. So there's actually going to be, and this is something that David learned at the leadership retreat, there's going to be a new coach online office by the end of the year. By the end of the year. They've hired a tech team, and they're investing a lot of money into this tech team to upgrade all the websites and everything. So your online office is going to be, I'm sure, like 100 times better than what it is now. And they're going to also make it mobile friendly. So I don't know if you've ever tried to use the online office from your phone or tablet, but it's very frustrating to try and use that, especially if you're trying to look up a customer's information. So this will be super helpful for that. And then part of that, though, is that they're phasing out teambeachbody.com. So instead of, I don't know I think they're just going to do beachbody.com. I'm not 100% sure, but that is going to be gone by the end of next year. So they're streamlining everything, making it a lot easier for us to use, a lot more manageable for us to use, a lot more mobile friendly, which if you're anything like me, you do half of your business from wherever you're at. If you're at the park with the kids, if you're at, another job, that's what I do. I message people and do that from work. So it's going to make it a lot simpler to do that. Another thing that they found out is the Beachbody Challenge app was supposed to be released at this year, by the end of the year. But after doing the beta test group, which I was able to be a part of that group, and that was actually a lot of fun to kind of see. It's run just like we run a challenge group on Facebook, but people don't have to check into Facebook every day if they don't want to. So that's really cool. They just click on their app and log in and check, and when you don't see that they log in or post anything, you can follow up with them. So super cool. But they are taking things that they learned from that beta test group and updating things and upgrading it on the app, and so that's not going to be released until February of next year. So those were a couple announcements. The rest of it, I also heard from Dawn, or I also listened to the part about how Dawn does her free challenges, and I'll go into that as we go through the Simple 5 website. So with that in mind, I am going to switch to share the screen. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you can see my desktop. Awesome. So who of you have checked out the site yet since David gave the web address on Thursday? Okay, so Lynn has. Lynn, unmute it and tell me what you think so far from what you've checked out. Or you can type in the chat too.
All right, I hope you can hear me. I love it. It's easy to, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It's easy to maneuver through, which, you know, in the past when there's too much going on, it's so confusing for me. I can't ever find anything again. And it's easy to maneuver through, and I can find the things that I'm looking for, and I love the app. It's awesome.
Awesome. Well, good. I'm glad. Okay, so, and this website, even though we're on the desktop, it is more mobile friendly as well. So more so than the Coach With Us site. So I'm going to basically just kind of walk you through as if you were sending a coach here to sign up, or if you were trying to find, you know, training. So when you send someone a new coach here, this is where you're going to have them start. You're going to have them do the things that they need to do to set up their business. And this basically makes it so easy for you. You just say, okay, great, you're signed up. I want you to go here to the start page and get this going. So this is most important, how to set up your Beachbody website and profile. You don't have to walk them through that and try and do a Zoom chat and figure it out. You just answer any questions they might have after this video. And then you schedule a Get Started Right call with them. You can also have them subscribe to the SimFit Coach email list if you choose, and have them start personal development. From there, they can go to a 5-day jumpstart, which is basically like just an introduction to coaching and what to do and how to get started. So, and what I love about this is it has videos from, you know, some of Symbiotic's top coaches, which is really great because it's not just David. You're not just listening to David. You get different perspectives. And then it encourages them to do a 21-day coach boot camp. And this actually has all the posts and everything that you would do through a coach boot camp. So even if you want to do a refresher, you can go here and just look up anything you need help with. If you don't want to do a group, say you only have one coach that you want to work with, you can send them here. Or if you have a coach that is a self-starter and just wants to go with it and run with it, send them here. We'll still be running Coach Bootcamp groups on Facebook, but this is just another avenue that you guys can use for helping your coaches get started right. So from there, this is the Simple 5 overview. So basically, it walks people through how to set up a Facebook support group, and then running a clean eating challenge, and then running a Fit for Life challenge, and then becoming a coach, and then having them do the Simple 5 training. So, and this kind of talks about, this video will kind of talk about that journey. I will be honest, I haven't watched all the videos, but that is my plan as part of my personal development, is to go through this as well, so that way I know what to tell you guys and what to tell my new coaches that I have signed up as well. And then it goes through, it has a little page for each step. So inviting to your community support group, how to create one, and why it's important, and you know, how to go from there. Now, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. I would come and watch this video, how Dawn runs free challenges and achieves Success Club every month. She's been one of the Success Club All-Stars. And Lynn says she's watched a few of them, including the Melanie Mitra one. She has a blogging one on there, which if you're starting to look into doing a blog, that would be a great one to watch. But so basically what Dawn does is she runs free challenges. She advertises them through events. She makes it a public event, and she encourages people to invite friends and family. And she is very clear in saying that this is just for fun. This is, you know, no commitment. Just come and learn great steps and tools to help you, you know, on your journey. And what she does is she adds them to a new group. So she's not running them out of her free support group. You can. I don't see any problem with it, but she runs them out of a separate free group, private group. So, and then what she does is she does a welcome video, and she does videos throughout the whole challenge. And the reason she does that is because she feels it helps people relate to her better. And she's basically just taken moves from the 21-day fix, and she uses those moves to advertise for the 21-day fix. So she'll talk about, you know, this is a move from the 21-day fix program. It's one of my favorite moves, you know, things like that. And on day 4, she'll add in discussions about 21-day fix nutrition, and she'll actually private message every person in that group to see how they're doing. And then she'll ask them what their some of the goals are for themselves. And then she'll relate it to the 21-day fix and how to tie that in. And then on day 7, she asks how they like the challenge and what, and if they want to join the next challenge or any feedback that they have. So I think that's great because it adds that personal touch. I know that I personally have struggled with, is everyone else connected? Is everyone else still on? Okay, good. So, I know that that's something I struggle with in such a short time. And she does the same thing, 7-day challenges. In such a short time, it's hard to connect with people and relate to people. So I like that she has success by doing that. And I'm going to start trying to implement that with my free challenges as well. So, and then here there's tips to invite to the 6-day reset and why to invite to the 6-day reset. And then inviting to a Fit for Life Beachbody Challenge, inviting to become a coach, start your new coach right, and invite groups. So the other thing I like about this website is there are, and this is basically the 2x2, there are a ton of resources to train yourself. So basically anything that you have an issue with or you are struggling with, there's a training on here. In-person conversations, how to share your story, you know, building your business through Facebook messages, creating a following, Instagram training, YouTube training, blogging, phone conversations, home parties, and certified fitness instructor. There are actually groups for each one of these things on Facebook. So he's basically taken all of those things that are in groups on Facebook and put them here in this website. So let's see. So Shelby is asking, is this where I should be going to look up for free challenge info, or is that still going to be Coach With Us page? You know, one thing I did notice is that the where was that? The sorry, I'm trying to find it. Maybe it was here. One thing I did notice is that the posting guides are not on here on this website. There's examples to invite to a free challenge, but there's no guide. So I would say yes, still go to the Coach With Us site for those. And the link for the free challenges are in under the coach files, it's under, I think it says Team Symbiotic free challenge guides. So you can click on that link and it'll take you there. So there's also mindset training. There's videos on, dealing with your mindset. One thing that, we're learning, especially me, is that mindset is huge, and it's huge for helping people have success with their fitness goals and with their coaching goals. You will not, there's a saying, if you're thinking is stinking, that's what's going to be in your life. So it's very important to make sure that you have a good mindset, a mindset for success. And then from here, high performers, for those who are all in, who want to make this a business and want to do it fast, this is the section you would send them to, probably after they're done with the Coach Bootcamp. So this video right here, Kathy went diamond in 11 days, 2-star in 2 months. This girl took Beachbody by storm, because she is proof that you don't have to be at your goal to have a successful business. She had just had a baby, wasn't even able to start working out yet, and someone invited her to, be a coach, and she just took it and ran with it, and she was able to hit diamond in 11 days. And so I highly encourage you to go watch this video, because it's going to be very motivating for you. And I will tell you personally, I didn't hit diamond in 11 days. I hit it in 6 months, but I was at one of my heaviest weights since having Jacob when I was doing that. I was not doing well health-wise, but I was still able to run challenge groups and help people. So you can have success whether or not you're at your goal. It's all about sharing your story, sharing your journey, helping people with their goals. So, and then here's goals to have your coaches set, aim for, and then, tools and resources. So, things from the 10 in playlist to how to get, call guides on how to get a new customer started, training on PicMonkey for making video or pictures. I think this is their routine call recordings. Yes, this is where to find the team call recordings and recognition. So these are all archived here if you ever want to go through and listen to that. So, and one thing I want to say with David and I were chatting about this a little earlier. We're trying, when someone first signs up or decides to be a coach and they've had a little success from a challenge group, we're trying to get them to go straight and have success quickly, right? We don't want them to, struggle for 6 months and not have any results. So the goal is to, if you have someone that's in a challenge group and they're doing well, to invite them to, have them invite to one of your paid challenge groups. And if you don't have enough people in a challenge group, that's where we combine forces and join together and clump everyone together if needs be. But you want them to leverage the success that they've had in their challenge groups, in your challenge group, to invite other people and hit Success Club right away. And that the reason why is because when someone first signs up, their hot and warm market have not been tapped out. So it's easier for them to invite and have success that way. It's when they've tapped out their warm and hot market that they, need to start running free challenges to get new leads. And that's one of Dawn's points, is that she ran out of leads, and so she started running public events and free challenges, and got a bunch of new leads that way. Now, when you do run a public event and you do get new leads, you will have to kind of vet those new leads and see if there's someone you want to be involved with. I've had it happen sometimes, a couple times, where someone has a very different lifestyle than I do. And because my kids are all over my Facebook page, they're on Facebook, I don't necessarily want them to see something that this person might post that I might either get tagged in, or if they are on my phone and in my Facebook, they might accidentally see something in a newsfeed. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're friending these people and adding them to your group. Think about if there's someone that you want on your team. Because ultimately that's the goal, is to get them going, get them help, have them help them have success, and then move them into the coach. So that's going to be someone that's going to be with you hopefully for a while. So do keep that in mind as you're advertising for your free challenges. So with that in mind, that's kind of the basics of it. I know there's supposed to be a way to invite people to sign up as a coach through this, and I have not seen that link yet. But as soon as I see that and find that, I will get that to you guys, because I think it's going to be a very powerful tool to help you guys invite, because David is very successful obviously at inviting, so whatever he comes up with to do that, just like the Fit for Life challenge site where you can invite people to that, it's going to be very successful for you. So that's kind of a quick overview of the Simple 5 website. You guys can go ahead and unmute yourself, and if you have any questions or feedback, feel free. Peter said like him. What does that mean, Shelby? Peter said like him, huh?
We're talking about having like-minded pages.
Oh.
Would not be considered in that group.
Oh. I don't know. I haven't seen anything too terribly bad that Peter's posted.
His exact response was, well.
So anyway, do you guys have any questions, or, I'd love to hear your feedback too on what you think about it.
I don't really have any questions about the site. I'll have to go through it on my own, but I was telling Peter, I like this a lot better than going to Coach With Us website. There's a lot of things on that website, and right now the way it's set up, I feel like you have to click on a lot of things to get there, versus this, it's just got your tabs set up top, and it looks like it's pretty easy to find what you're looking for.
Yeah, and there's still some things on that other site that are not on this site, so that's still going to be a valuable resource for certain things. But yeah, I agree, this is going to be much simpler, especially to share with people. And I am also, just so you guys know, I'm working on making a list of challenge pack links and things like that, where to go to find coach links, and putting that in the coach files to make it easier for you guys to do that as well. I realize that it's hard to get all that stuff and figure out where to go for all that, so I'm trying to help on that end and make it more centrally located for you guys as well. So all you have to do is go to the Move It Coaches group and, click on the link. And I'm sure I will probably start doing that with things that I see and hear that I know you guys will need to access regularly as well. Lynn, did you have a question or something you wanted to say?
No, I was just, I'm just super impressed with this whole website. It's just so much easier to maneuver through, and it's perfect to send new people to. It just doesn't seem quite as confusing, and I'm excited to use it, and I'm excited to share it with my coaches.
Yeah, for sure. And it allows, I mean, it'll allow them to go at their own pace too. I know some coaches, get kind of, some coaches feed on the group environment in Facebook, and others just kind of get overwhelmed and just kind of want to go at their own pace. So this kind of gives them an option to do that.
And I'm one of those ones that are overwhelmed with the group environment. So this works for me.
Yeah. So Shelby says she has some questions about her upcoming challenge once we are done talking about the Simplify page. Okay. So I think we're done talking about the Simplify page. So go ahead, Shelby.
So when I went to it, it's the document that you sent me to. So it says for 14 days. Should I really only do it for a week, or should I do it for that full 14 days?
I would honestly do it for a week, because the goal with running the free challenges is to build that relationship, to convert them into something else. So what you can even do is you can even do like 7 days, hand pick the ones that you think are going to be the most valuable for your group, and then and I can tell you which ones that would be as well, my opinion at least. And then you can even, like, if you decide to do a 6-day reset, after that, you can even take the other half of those posts and do it in the 6-day reset as well. Or you can do different ones.
Well, that was the plan. The goal was to, after it, try and run my own 6-day reset if I got enough people to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, I think it would be better to do it for that week and then have another week of just inviting and then going into the reset.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, that's how I would do it if I were you. I'd keep it at a week, roll it over into a 6-day reset, and then from there roll it into a paid challenge group. That's the whole concept of doing it this way, at least. And if you're inviting and you'll have 1 or 2 people that are ready to do a challenge, let me know, because either, and post it in the Move It Coaches group, because chances are someone else only has a couple people and you can combine forces. Or Kate and all of her Diamond coaches, we're all kind of working on combining forces and doing a monthly call and creating calendars where we have all our challenge groups that we're running on that calendar. So every month you can look and see, okay, well, I have someone that I need to do this, that's ready to do a 6-day reset, but I don't have enough people. But here's, Rachel, she's going to start a group here. I can reach out to her and, see if I can add her to that group. Or, Jenny's got a 21-day group going here. I can add a couple people to that group. So that way you guys don't feel like the pressure of, oh my gosh, I have to have, so many people to run this group. No, we just want you inviting and having success, by any means necessary, and try and make things more supportive throughout, not just our little team, but cooperating with the larger team, because, all of the other Diamond coaches on Kate's team, they're in the same boat as me, where they have a lot of, new coaches in their downline, and they're trying to figure out how to help them have the best success. So sorry, my internet connection is not very well enough. Okay. Well, Ashley, if you have any questions, you can always call or text me. Okay. So I know it, yeah, sometimes my internet sucks too. So any other questions? We got done fast. That was, woo, I'm a fast talker. I need to slow it down. Anything else, guys? Okay, cool. Well, I highly suggest that you go through things on this site and, you know, definitely use it as your personal development because there's a lot of great information. I personally am going to be going through here and just soaking up all the tips because I, you know, definitely want to go big. I'm done working. I want to be home with my kids. So I definitely am going to be pushing myself harder. So I think this is going to be a lot of great help and motivation for us to do that. So anyways, let me know if you have any questions or, you know, other feedback. I'm sure if you do, David would love to hear it as well. And we'll look forward to talking to you guys next week. Shelby, I think that is going to, I think it will help because it's something that is, you know, not, it's something that will get them some results and then move in the right direction and, you know, go from there. So yeah, clean eating is awesome. I've had some people who have started with a free clean eating group as well. So, and there's definitely opportunities to mention, you know, Shakeology and the 21 Day Fix nutrition plan in there as well. I know those videos don't have it, but you can definitely incorporate that, you know. So, all right, guys. That's it for tonight. Have a good night. And like I said, let me know if you have any questions or need anything else. Juicing. I will talk to you about juicing. Okay. All right. We'll talk to you later, guys.